Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it like we were evolved to do. If you guys remember the video I did on parsnips earlier in the week, turnips have a very similar history to parsnips. They appear to be even older though actually. Turnips grew wild all over Eurasia, and they were domesticated around 4,000 years ago and developed into other related species like the mustard and the radish plants. But the edible turnips that we know of them, they think they were originally cultivated in Northern Europe and brought down to ancient Greece and Rome about 2,000 years ago or more. It makes sense because turnips grow best in a cool, damp climate. In the south of Europe, it can of course grow there, but the warmth makes turnips dry and gives it a real bitter taste, and it's not super nice to eat. The turnips were actually brought into the south of Europe through trade, more than likely, and they have a relatively long shelf life, so they could have easily survived the journey on ship or wagon or however they were traded with the south. So happy to say that the turnip is yet another one of these vegetables that were most important to the north of Europe in their diets, and I know that's where most of you all watching have your ancestry. They were even one of the first vegetables brought to the Americas because they were so much used and they were so important, but eventually they started to disappear out of the European diet when the other root vegetables from South America, such as the potato, started to get used more. So it's eaten today, definitely, but not as much as it used to be, but we can still find the turnip in stores, and like most of the root vegetables, it starts to come into season in the fall, and if the weather doesn't get too cold, it can actually be harvested long into the winter. So it's one of the few vegetables that we can eat long into the winter, even March time. So I know these things are hard sometimes to find. These aren't in every grocery store, but I would really recommend people try to get some of these native European root vegetables in their diet a little bit, because before colonization and globalization, our ancestors would have had things like parsnips, carrots, and turnips in their diet, probably at least one of them every single day for the next few months, starting from about this time. So when is the last time you all had this root vegetable? I have to be honest, me too. I probably only eat turnips a couple times a year really, but this year I'm actually going to make an effort to eat a lot more of them, and I will be sharing some recipes and videos coming up. How about you guys? Any soups, any stews, or any ways you like to prepare turnips? Let us know below.